Welcome to our tutorial on how to create your profile on our Webgate Plus portal for Sobeys. In this video, we will go through the steps for completing the profile. First, log into webgate.edigateway.net by using Internet Explorer or Firefox. Our application is not compatible with Chrome or Edge. Enter the username and password assigned to you by our customer service department, or if you are already using the application, use your current username and password. Then enter the security code as shown on the screen. Once you have entered Webgate Plus, click on Profile. There are 3 tabs to look at: My Information, Item List, and My Retailers. Let's fill in My Information. Your manufacturing code and the printing requirements are not required for Sobeys since they have not yet implemented MH10 labels. If you have completed this section prior to today, it may be because you have other retailers that require MH10 labels. Leave the information there. You will need to enter your GST, HST, and PST numbers. If you only have one tax to enter, simply copy and paste the number into the other fields. The application requires that these fields be populated. The second tab within My Information is Addresses. Since the database is completed in our administration tool, there is nothing to enter here for Sobeys. The Bill To and Ship To fields are part of our managed services, and we enter this information in the main portal. The only address you need to add is the Remit To with a DUNS number, which is a 9-digit number followed by 4 zeros. Click on New and enter the required information. Remit To, DUNS number, name, address, city, postal code, country, province or state, in this case Ontario. Click OK to save. Your Remit To address has now been added. If you need to edit the address, simply click on Edit, make your change, click OK to save. Your change has now been made. If you need to delete the address because it is no longer valid, click on Delete. It will remove the address. The carrier information is also not required for Sobeys. Your next step is the item list. The item list is required when creating data entry invoices. Items can be added by uploading a CSV file or by adding individual items one at a time. In either case, the following fields will be required: vendor SKU, UPC code 12 digits or GTIN code 14 digits, description, maximum of 15 characters, no special characters, quantity, defaulted to 1 when adding individually, must be entered when adding by file, unit of measure, unit price, and if the item is taxable or not. If you only have a few items to add and want to add them individually, simply go to Item List, click on Create New Item, and enter in the required information. In this case, the SKU number 889900, the UPC code, which is 12 digits, the description, the default quantity is 1. The price we will change to $10. We will click the taxable box. The quantity or unit of measure will be inches. We will click OK to save our item. We can now locate the item we just added by entering the vendor SKU. Here is the item. If you have numerous items to add, it might be easier to add them in a file. To create a CSV file, click on Import from CSV file, download the template, save it to your desktop where you have easy access. I will call this file Template Sobeys Items. The download is complete. I can now fill in the required fields: vendor SKU, UPC code, description, default quantity 1. I can put in the quantity unit of measure. We'll call this one cases, CA, and the price $5. Is it taxable? No. Select the entire worksheet and change the number format to number and reduce. You can now save your CSV file. browse for your file, Sobey's item list, and import. Let's search for the item that you added in your file. Here it is, 666555. You can modify items on a list, or you can delete them. For example, if you want to delete one, right-click on the item and press delete. If you wanted to delete all the items in your list, click on the delete all button. If you need to change a field on an item, right-click on the item, enter edit, and make the change. For example, this item is taxable. Check the taxable box, click OK. We now have the item as taxable. Your next step is to click on My Retailers. Choose the retailer in the drop-down menu, and then enter the information required. If you have multiple setups with EDI Gateway, please make sure that you select the correct one. Enter the department number and the currency in this section. By doing so, you eliminate the need to enter it in the header section each time you create an invoice. For 882 statements, enter the product category reference number. Assuming the department, product category, and currency are always the same. However, this can be changed when creating the invoice or the 882 statement. Next is the relationship location. Let's go to Relationship Location 1. Select the Remit To. In this case, for Sobey's RI. Browse your address, ABC Company. Next, enter in relationship number 2, which is the Bill To. It's already in there, but for example, you would click on Bill To, click on the Browse, and select Sobey's National. Click OK. The fields would be populated. Next is Terms. Click on the arrow to choose your type, Basic, Invoice Date, Terms Net 30, Discount Days 10, % 1. Once you have completed these fields, scroll down and save. Congratulations! You have completed your profile setting required for Sobey's. You're now ready to watch our video tutorial on how to receive your purchase order or how to create your invoice or 882 statement for Sobey's. Here's how to reach us. And from all of us at EDI Gateway, thank you for watching.